The term Braxton Hicks contraction is used to describe contractions that happen very irregularly and they're not painful at all. They're just kind of uncomfortable. You feel your stomach tighten a little bit, and you might just have one or a couple a day. Now, if you start to notice that you feel contractions they're starting to become more regular, you should start paying attention to how close together they are. And if you're less than 37 weeks and you're having 4 to 5 an hour, you need to go to labor and delivery and get checked out. If you're over 37 weeks, contractions are exciting to have and you're welcoming them because they're going to help move you towards delivery. So it's time to go to the hospital for contractions after 37 weeks if you're having them every 3 to 5 minutes and that's been going on for at least 2 hours. Now, the definition of true labor is cervical change. So you can't necessarily tell if you're in labor unless you go to the hospital and have your cervix checked. When you come in, they'll check your cervix, and then an hour later, they'll do the same thing and see if there's any change. And if there is, you get to stay. But if there's not, then you'll go home if everything else looks good because it's not quite time for labor. Now, the time at which contractions start for someone is different. So one person might start contracting as early as 20 weeks, and other people don't have very many contractions at all until they're 40 weeks or even 41 weeks, and it's time to, they go in and to have their baby at that time. So it's just different for everyone, but it is important to pay attention to the frequency and the intensity, which is key. If they're happening more frequently and they're becoming more intense, then you need to get checked out. And if they're just very irregular, not really painful, then that's totally fine. That's probably a Braxton Hicks contraction. If you have any other questions for me, feel free to ask them on our Facebook page and recommend us to your friends and family too.